Hello, everyone. Hope you had a great day and wish you continue with this mood. Just want to remind you that the test that we took it last night, it was just your first test, so don't be so stressed and don't be panic if you couldn't manage to do it, or if you show that like your mark is low, it's totally fine because we will take 9 more during our course while we are continuing. It's not a big deal. It's totally fine. And I remember the first day I told you, you may be really frustrated for and confused for the first test, and it's totally fine because it's your first time taking the test with me and experiencing the questions and the way that I'm bringing questions. So don't worry and don't be afraid and don't be disappointed. It's all fine, and we don't take the first test as a granted. So we are just like, sit, this is the first time, and it's totally fine. No worry, and don't be stressed. But I'm disappointed about two things, which is I really don't understand why you all have problem with the announcing the time of exam, because I remember quite well that I told you in the very beginning that each night of Saturday we will have a test and it will be at 9. And even yesterday, the beginning of the class and in the end of the class, we remind you, me and Mama Stabnar, we told you that we have a test tonight and I wished you best of luck. I don't understand. And even the first 2 days, I said it in Kurdish and Arabic. In both language, I said it and I told you that we have a test. But surprisingly, the student, they are telling me, oh, oops, we didn't know about the test, which is like, it's quite annoying. It means like clearly, or you are not listening to the classes, you are just opening the Zoom and muted and leave it somewhere sleeping or doing some other things, or you don't understand me, not because the language, no, because you don't want to understand me. And these are both are not acceptable. And I'm so angry and so pissed on these two, because I remember quite well and all the sessions are being recorded. So just go back. If you are not trusting me, go back and listen to it. I said it in Arabic, I said it in Kurdish, I said it in English, and I told you that we have a test tonight and we will have a test Friday and Saturday to just do your reviewing and prepare yourself. So that's why, like, I don't know what's going on and what's wrong with you guys. Why you are just complaining and saying that we didn't know about the exam, and some of you wrote, okay, at least you could tell us few hours before. What about few hours? I told you 1 week before, and also um, yesterday in the beginning of the class and in the end of the class, we remind you. We said, even I remember quite well, and also the record we just played again to just listen to it. I said, okay, maybe during I was saying these things, the record was not recorded. So I listened to it, and I'm telling you, I'm wishing you best of luck for the test. But what I hear from you and what I got all the comments is just saying, oh, we didn't know about this. I was out. I was like doing this. I was doing that. Guys, this is so a shame. So yeah. Second thing, which is I can't accept it and I can't hold it anymore, is about the homework. Mama Slabnar gave you homework. And even I remember that she extended the time for you because the student from Derbandi Khan, they didn't receive their computer and Mama Zana, Dr. Zana, he said that we will give them the Thursday after 4. So she extend the time for you, but what I got out of 30, around 30 students, we just got answer from 15. And 3 of these 15, they submitted their homework late. So this means that you don't have time for this course. So if you don't have time for this course, also we don't have time to waste it for you. There's other students who they are waiting for us and who they are just like in the row, in the backup list. So we could just bring some of those and they could take advantage of this course and learn more and let's say get a bit of opportunity that if at the end we could just give them a chance of having a good job or a good opportunity in life. But if I saw here that there's some of you, they don't need this course, they just attending the classes, I don't know for what purpose, or they want to just like waste their time, which is quite annoying, or they have something else in their mind and I cannot accept this. So for sure, the next time when Mama Sabinar or I gave you any sort of homework and I saw that there is no answer from you, straight for the next day, count yourself out of the class. You will be dropped out. And for sure, today, I will just report it and send it to the management to have an evidence and a proof that I told you in advance, and these are recorded. You see that it's recording now. So these are recorded. I'm telling you, if next time you are not submitting your homework, be sure you will be dropped out. Because this is so disrespecting and so annoying. Go do whatever you are busy with. Don't waste our time. And don't take this opportunity from someone else who's really in need for this. They want to improve themselves. You don't need to improve yourself because you don't like have time for our classes. So why you are in the class? If the next time I found out that someone is not submitting the homework on time because there is a deadline, when Mama Sabna is saying the deadline is, let's say, midnight, so it's a midnight, don't submit your homework after 2 days. Don't submit it. It just like pisses us more while you are doing it this way. So please be careful, do your homework on time, and about the test is totally fine. Don't be stressed and don't be like let's say disappointed. No, we have 9 more tests. So within these weeks that we are going, each week we will give you chance to participate in a test and do your test and do your best. So if this time you couldn't do it, or you didn't know that the time of the test, so from now on you know the time, and you have to be prepared for it, and you experience how it's going to be, and so you have to do the time management. Meanwhile you are answering the questions, don't spend all your time on just like 2 or 3 questions, go through the others, then later on come back. Even if you are just like picking randomly, it's better than not submitting your test. So try to time manage and try to prepare yourself in advance. Why we put it on Saturday, on Sunday night? Because we gave you Friday and Saturday to prepare yourself and to study and to review, because I'm also reviewing daily when I'm giving you the class. I have to review myself to not forgetting anything and to not making any mistake. So it's totally fine. You could do it as well. So these 2 days, just like take advantage of these 2 days, even if you are going out with friends or doing something. So you have like a bit of time, like 1 or 2 hours, just give it to this like classes that you took it already and try to review them and try to practice them. Then for the exam, you will be ready. But if you want to just like the minutes before the test, you just want to go through the materials or just Googling just to see what is the answer, then you cannot manage to answer the question on time. And this is totally unacceptable. So try your best, study, prepare, and be ready for the exam and be prepared for the exam. And do not forget the homework is also obligatory to answer. Is also required. I told you the first day. The very first day I told you about this, but I saw that only 15 students, they submitted their homework, and these 15, 3 of them, they just submitted like after the deadline. So we didn't accept those as well. Don't do this. Try your best. Be ready for exam. Each Sunday night, we have an exam at 9 p.m. So according to the questions, I will extend the time. Maybe as we said, till the end, it will become 1 hour, 45 minutes. Sometimes I see that, for example, if it's more practical, I gave you more time, such as like 1 hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, like we know how much time we need. So that the previous exam from last night, it was just like 2 or 3, let's say 5 minutes for the theoretical questions. Then you had 25 minutes for the practical, and it was just what? It was just sort and conditional formatting. So it was not a big deal, and it was not something from I don't know, from Mars or from Moon. No, it was all, and it was not a rocket science to just like feel this way and say, okay, the time it was so less. No, if you want to go and check for each single answer and Google it and see what is the Google is saying, or just calling your friend, there's a question is saying this and that. So what's the answer and how to do it? Yeah, you need like 1 hour for this. But if you prepared yourself in advance, so it's just like exactly this 30 minutes is even more. And I had students which they got really good mark. They answered in 20 minutes. So imagine in 20 minutes, they got really good mark, and I'm proud of those. And I want like all of you be the same ability and the same quality. So now we have 30, about 30 students. So if I see like just 15 answering me and 15 are willing to participate in the class, so I will just drop out the other 50. So the other 15, let them just do whatever they have. So why they have to waste their time and also our time? I want you to be part of my class. I want you to be ready for the sessions and ready for the homework and also for the test. This is last time I'm repeating this, and it's so shameful. And like you have to be ashamed of that saying, oh, I didn't know about the exam. Like 5 minutes before the exam, I knew it. This is so lame, because I told you in 1 week, like in advance. The first day and the second day, while like before 8, I was explaining to you those things. I told you. Even though that day that I explained to you the policy of us, I told you about the exam in Kurdish, in Arabic, in English. So this is the last time I'm saying those things to you. And like, we are dealing with bunch of educated people. You are not uneducated. You are not like, let's say, kids. You are really like adult. So it's so lame to tell you every time those stories from A to Z. No, you have to memorize it. You have to make sure that you understand everything. If you don't understand, so your place is not here. We cannot like every time explain things in Arabic, in Kurdish, in English, in Arabic, in Kurdish, in Arabic, in Kurdish, in English. Like, this is wasting our time. And the purpose of this project is not just to, like, let's say, just like repeating the things as like the classical way. No, we want you to be ready for the market. We are just like trying to prepare a group of people who they are ready for the market. I mean, when I'm saying the market, is mean the labor market. So nowadays, the companies, they are not looking for someone that every time you have to tell them the things in Kurdish, in Arabic, in English, 3 4 times. And each time that you are giving them the duty, you have to explain to them the same, let's say, the same story each time. I have to repeat it. No, you have to be ready. You have to be prepared. And also, I'm not gonna repeat these things again. This is the last time, and this is the last chance for those who didn't submit their homework and they didn't participate in the test. Next time, I want all of you submitted their homework and also be ready to participate in the test. Great. So let's move to our class. So today we are talking about page layout, which is here. There's a bunch of things here. I found it is necessary for you, and also it's part of the course that we have it. So now we are just explaining the things in row. Then we have page special as well. So let's begin. So we're here, the first thing we have themes. Themes are the style that you could see it on your data. So here there's a bunch of themes that is already exist on your computer. Also, there's like, you could browse it from internet. There's more themes that is exist here. So you could pick any of them according to the situation, and also according to your test of color and let's say fonts, size, things like this. Now, what else we have? We have the colors here. Those are the themes, and now we have the colors. As you see, the colors is super let's say easy and user friendly. But more important, you cannot pick any color from your pocket and say, okay, I like this color, that's why I'm using. No, you have to be careful. If you are sending this data sheet to someone or to some academia or to your manager or some official place, you cannot pick the colors like something pinky or something, I don't know, like, some sort of color that you see is gonna be a bit lame if you are sending you to your boss or someone else. So in this case, just pick gray or just pick blue as I pick it, because the blue is more eyes friendly, so it's not affecting your eyes while you are looking at it. Then about the font, also you could just choose the font from here and pick the font that is suiting your data or suiting the situation that you are dealing with. And also, you have to take the measurement in your mind that sometime if you are using some sort of font, it will consume more paper while you are printing the data. So yeah, try to stick to the things that is more um, economically and more, let's say, official. And about the effects is more applied on the objects that you are printing. Sorry, guys. I think we have problem with internet today. Hope it's not from your side as well, because here I'm using the internet from university. That's why I have problem. Yep. I was talking about the margin, and you see here the margin showing such a top, left, header, bottom, bottom right, footer. So um, yes. So yep, we can just look at it from here, or we could just go to custom, and from custom we could increase or decrease the size of the spaces that we have. As an example, for the top, if you have a header, or if you have something to put it on the header, or you want to write some comments there, you could just keep it, or you could just like remove it. And about the top and about the header, you could just like keep it simple, which is this space here. As you see, uh, here, and also about the right and left. Right is for more for let's say spiraling, or just clipping to each other and band it. But the right one is just for the comments. If you are sending this document to someone and they want to write their comments, and then later you want to print the comment, so you need the right space as well. And also for the button, you could remove it and keep some space for your footer. This is like normal. You could just deal with it, and you could to center the page or the table horizontally and vertically, and preview it to see. Yeah, so now I see it's in the center. If I want to just like keep it in the center, just horizontally, I will do this. Then by using Control P, I see it is in the center. So I have this space down there. I could just use it for writing something, or anything that you want to do with it. And going to the orientation. The orientation, this is also important. If, for example, now in portrait, I see it is totally fine because my data is just fitting an A4 paper, so it's not needing anything else. If you saw it's not enough, you could just put it on landscape. So the landscape is on vertical side of the letter, or the paper. What else we have? We have the size. So the size, as we see, the A's is starting from A2, A5, A4, A3. So the A is standing for the standard paper that is exist. For example, when we are saying A3, according to some of our students who they have printing center, they said is twice the size of A4, and A4 is twice the size of A5, and A5 is twice the size of A2. So these no, A2 is twice size of A3. So the A's, according to the size, like if their number is getting bigger, the size is getting smaller. So for example, A5, the size is like half of an A4. So A4 is the A4 that you saw, and A3 is the one that normally use it for printing maps or some sort of advertising on it, something like this. And then A2 is like twice bigger than A3, so the size is like this. And we have A1, which is quite big. It's like twice size of A3, of A2, yeah. So if the number with the A getting smaller, it means the size of the paper is big. If the number of the number with the A is getting bigger, so the size of the paper is smaller. So it's like sort of um, doubling. Yes. So A4 is double A5, and A3 is double A4, and A2 is double A3, and A1 is double A2. Simple like this. Okay, and now going to the print area. For the print area, if I select a bit of it, for example, I want just to print this part. So I'm just going to print area and say set print area. Now, if I want to see the result, I will just Control P. I see that only this bit is being selected to be printed. If I want to remove, simply I'm just going here, clear print area. So now if I want to say Control P, I see all of them, all the data is here, but before it was just to A1. Yep. So coming to the page break, or the breaks. The breaks is just like to break the, let's say remove all of them, reset all page breaks. Yeah. So for the page breaks, if I want to break the page from here, not to be all matched with each other, we are just like inserting page break. So here this gonna be like breaked, and we could just break the table that we have into pages, and we could just have it separately. So now let's remove this because we don't need. Now what else we have? Going back to here, we have print title. This print title is so fun. For example, now I have this document. If this document, let's say we have like more papers, is more than one A4, or let's say three or four A4s. So we want this title or the heading be repeated. So what we are doing, I'm just coming here and say, okay, I have the print area, which is this data. I will just select it. Then I will choose the data that I want to be repeated on the heading of each paper. So the first A4, there will be this title row there, the second one, the third one, the fifth one, so on. If I want to repeat a column, the same way, I'm just coming here and pick a column that I want to be repeated on every page that I'm printing. So it's gonna be this way, easy and without any problem. So the second one is for column, the first one is for row, and you can pick it whenever you want and wherever you want. This bit, I don't think it's so important, so let's just like leave it as it is. I'm going here. This is the page order. The page order is important. For the page order, this is really important. For example, if you have number of column which is fitting one A4, so I'm not going to have it this way, like first, second, because this is so annoying. What I will do, I will just like pick it here, like from both, like top to bottom, finish it all of them, and then to the other side. But if you have it like more columns, less column and more rows, less column and more rows, at this time I will pick one. I will pick the over then down, which is like printing this and then printing that, and then this, that, this, that. So it's gonna be one here, one there, one here, one there, one here, one there. So this way I will be able to manage all the data and see it all together. Indeed, if your page or if your data is fitting one A4, perfectly fine. So from view, I have page breaks. So I see here, I will just fit it to one A4. So in this case, when I fit it to one A4, I see it. Now I see it is fitting to one A4. So if I have the data all in the same column and the same column size, and it's all going down, so which one I will pick? I will pick the down then over. But if I have it the way that is more, those dots is mean that the end of the edge of the paper. So if I saw the edge of the paper and I saw it is here, so in this case, I just have to pick the one which is over then down to have this two, then the other, and then the other, and so on. So yeah, to be honest, it's so easy, but it's a bit tricky that you have to be careful. Then what else we have? I don't need the scales to fit, so I'm just asking about this bit. Um, I think I told you this one. What was the use of this icon? What was the use of this icon? Do you remember? Okay. Zor Basha. Wata. Zor Basha. Zor Chaka. Great. So yeah, exactly as you said, it's just to change the direction of the Excel sheet. So it's changing it from right to left or from left to right. Great. Thank you so much. Good. So, and this bit, which is also could be part of the sheet options, you can see that for printing, you could just pick the grade line and print it even if there is no data in it, or you could just remove it wholly to not be showing even while I'm not printing it. And the other things, which is the heading, I could just keep this heading, which is the name of the columns and the number of the rows. I could just keep them or just like print them, or I could just remove them and not be appear here. However, I see it here in the name box, but it's not here in front of me. If you want to just show it, you could just click and show it. So this is what we have in page layout. It's super easy, it's super friendly, and we have no problem with any of them. Okay. Now we are moving to what? We are moving to page special. Let's have something else here. Total price. Yeah. So now I have total price. How to take total price? I will say this equal to this one multiply by this, and then apply it on all, something like this. So I see that there's a total price here, which is I took it by multiplying the price by the number in or the quantity in the stock. So it shows me the total price for each of these carpet that is here. If I want to copy this, let's say this data, only this part, Control C, and I want to say Control V. I see that there's something missing. and it's just telling me, okay, your data is just like some sort of data that is not realistic, because you see there is just missing reference here. So how to overcome this issue? After we did control, we have this, yes. So what I'm doing, I'm just selecting this data and control C is mean copy, okay? Then going to the other sheet. This time I'm saying Control Alt and V. Control Alt and V. After I press Control Alt and V, I have what? I have paste special. It's not in any of the Ray-Bans. You are just using keyboard Control Alt and V to see the paste special. Okay. For the paste special, we have those options that I could pick any of them. It depends on the way that you want to paste your data. For example, I have just the formula. I have only the value. I have the format. I have comment, validation, using the source of theme, all expected border, column width, formula and number format, value and number format. Let's take only the value just to see what will be the output. You will say, okay, now I see there is no format and there is nothing here. And before we know that these were currency, so it's quite annoying to just coming back here and selecting them and then again put it into the currency format. So what we will do after Control Alt V, I will pick what? I will pick the value and number formats. Okay, I'll say yes, this is what I want. So I see the number formats is here without any problem and without any issue, and it's totally fine, right? So for the others, we could do the same. For example, if I want to do Control Alt V, oh, sorry, I have to copy the data again. Control C, then going back here, Control Alt V. So I will remove this one because we don't need it. So what we will do, I will say, okay, I want the value and the number format, but this time I don't want it to be on the column style. I just want to change it to row direction. So what I will choose transpose. Transpose. After clicking the transpose and after clicking the value and format and number formats, I will say, okay, I see the data is changed from column style to a row style, and all the data is here without any change. So this is another way to change the direction of your data with all the information without any change in the formatting and things. Great. Undo. Where am I? Yep. Undo. So if I have, let's see this data in this sort of style, let's pick this, hide it, and I have this too. Control C, and coming here, Control Alt V, and saying I want the value and format both together. So now even we brought the data, but still this is not in a formula style. But if undo, and this time point of V, and we say formula and number formats, so we see we have the formula as it is, and we have the number formats. Why? Because we brought these two data, which is we took the information from, and then simply I have the function because I need the function to do something extra. Maybe I will add some fee on them. So in this case, it's gonna be plus 5. So yeah, I could make change just to have the data as we required for. Okay. It's fine. So yeah, these are the use of paid special as well. So yeah, this is for today's enough. I'm leaving you with Mom Sabnar. She's going to practice with you, and um, if you have any question or anything you want her to explain more, for sure she will help you, and you could just do it together. Thank you for everyone, and thank you for participation. And again, don't be panic, and don't be sad about that you didn't participate in the test, because the next time you could just do it, and it's totally fine. Thank you for everybody, and have a great evening. I will leave you with Malmo Stabnar. Bye bye.